Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start off the episode a little different today, and that is by thanking all the veterans out there. Guys and gals, we truly appreciate everything you have done for us, for our freedom. It means the world to us. And someone who is the grandson of two Army vets, one who fought in Korea, one who fought in World War II, it means the world to me. And it's awesome that we are able to celebrate veterans, whatever branch, but anyone who went into the military to serve this country. Truly appreciate it. So my question for you is this below: who is someone maybe close to you that served in the military that you want to thank? Comment below. Friend, family, whoever it might be. Would love to hear from you. That being said, let's talk Patriots. The New England Patriots just got great injury news. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron on the daily Patriots content. Don't miss out. All you got to do, subscribe, hit the notification bell, boom, hit the like button. Now we know the Patriots have been on a struggle bus when it comes to injuries. Ramondre Stevenson hurt because of his toe. I can't imagine hurting your toe so bad you can't play, but I know it's possible. I don't want to feel that pain in my toe. As well, Kayshon Boutte with a hamstring injury, missing a game. And then you have Christian Ellis, and that is just a handful of some big contributors for this team. But the Patriots, regardless, were able to step up and still win and continue this big time winning streak at 8-2. Now, I want to start off real quick on kind of the rougher end of the news for the injuries. And then we're going to work our way into what is great coming out of this injury report moving forward into this short week against the Jets in Foxborough. So let's jump into the injury report as of Monday. And we will be talking about Tuesday, so don't worry. We'll be talking about today. As of right now, not participating. Once again, Austin Hooper actually today was not seen there. I believe that's what reports are saying. Was not seen there. Concussion, not ideal. But the good thing for the Patriots is they do have Jack Westover who could fill in that role, though he has been playing more fullback. Let's not forget we have our big guy Tonga in there who's been playing fullback as well and doing a mighty good job of it. But that being said, you have him as well as someone I was very high on early in training camp and was a great undrafted free agent signing, and that was C.J. Dupree out of Alabama. So we can't forget about those guys, though Austin Hooper would be a bummer to lose. There's people, again, that can fill this role. And we're at the point in the NFL season, it's not only us dealing with it, it's every team dealing with injuries. And you're trying to figure out, and this is where that depth piece comes into place. Huge depth piece. Again, that's not ideal, but I think they will evolve. They will figure it out. They will move forward. Austin Hooper will be back before we know it. Excuse me. Now, moving forward, we look at other people who did not play. In particular, we look at Kayshon Boutte, and then we look at Ramondre Stevenson. So Ramondre Stevenson toe, Kayshon Boutte hamstring, and then even Terrell Jennings, starting the season as the four-string running back on the practice squad, hurt his knee against the Buccaneers. And so a lot of people start scrambling saying, oh my gosh, we're in a running back issue. Hold on. First, I want to calm everyone down and say this. TreVeyon Henderson has had his coming out party at the right time. Because yes, it's not ideal. I think Stevenson is right around the corner. I think Jennings is going to be all right. But TreVeyon Henderson stepped up when he needed to step up. I do not think we're in a running back issue right now. I do think the Patriots made some smart moves in Dearness Johnson. I think that was smart. I think they also made another signing, which was, let me see right here, signing Ward back to the practice squad, Jonathan Ward. And you look at Johnson, you look at Ward, and there's another guy on there, Rashawn Baker, who's from Elon, younger guy. But Ward and Johnson bring that veteran presence, which is very solid, to this team. And if there's their number is called like Johnson's was, he got elevated, they can come in and they can play and do what they need to do. But the good news with the running back position as well, and don't worry, I know you're probably sitting there like, well, Aaron, are you going to talk about the other story that's has to deal with Jonathan Ward being signed? Yes, I'll talk about it in a second. Hold on. But here's the other good news, is the Patriots, as of today, during their walkthrough, injured players, Ramondre Stevenson, Terrell Jennings, and Kayshon Boutte, and Christian Ellis, all out on the field, working, running, running routes, getting loose, all these different things, which is very, let me just say this, very bullish, very, very bullish. Again, a lot of people thought Boutte potentially could have returned this past week. He didn't. A lot of people thought that was possible with Stevens. He didn't. So I think even though this is a quick turnaround week, I think this is a very bullish, very good sign and very good news for the Patriots moving forward. Now, do they necessarily need to come back against the Jets? The Jets have played some tougher games this as of late. They've shown us like, all right, they have a little life left. Sure, they beat the Browns. Take that as you will. They got to win though. And so it's the NFL. You never know. So it's ideal to be at, your best with your best players out there, especially in a short week. And so again, I think very optimistic seeing them out in the field, seeing them running, seeing them warming up, and we'll see as they move forward how that continues to trend. But I think that is trending in a positive direction going into this Thursday game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still in the heart of football season, and that means a lot of different things. Hanging out with the guys, chilly, screaming, crying, laughing, who the heck knows. But when it comes down to it, we know one thing that makes it fun, improves a point, all those different things, is putting a little money on the game. And so you guys know I have teamed up with DraftKings, and it's a great opportunity. Let me throw this deal at you. DraftKings, new customers bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Again, bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. All you have to do is sign up with using promo code STP. Again, I'm going to spell it out for you because it's super simple. STP. And if you do that, you win a $5 bet. That $300 is yours worth of bonus bets. So ladies and gentlemen, do not miss out. Gambling problem? Look at the description below. And I'll be honest, as we talk about Thursday games, I'm not a huge fan of Thursday games just because it's such a short week. You know, NFL players want more rest, but it's almost like it's a give or take, because then on the back end, you have a longer break. So which you don't mind. So it is that give and take, but on this front end right here, it's kind of like, ugh, this is not ideal. It's almost like when we fall back the other day with time, not too long ago, and you're like, oh, this is great. But then when you get to the spring forward, you're like, gosh, this sucks. This is not, tell me if you agree with me, but it is not fun. So anyways, good news right here. These guys trending in the right direction, and we should feel very optimistic about them going into this Jets game. And again, the Patriots making smart moves and bringing back Jonathan Ward just in case, to have a little more depth at the running back position, to have some aces in the hole. But not only that, we should be very high, obviously, after Henderson's performance against the Bucs, that we shouldn't be worried at running back. Sure, if he gets injured, then you're like, holy cow. But one, we're not going to talk like that. Two, everything's going to be all right. So comment below. Tell me what you think. Are you bullish on all these guys coming back? What are your thoughts? Are you optimistic? Would love to hear from you. Now, as well, just because I got to talk about it, I told you Jonathan Rice was picked back up, re-signed. They dropped him and they said, not so fast, we're bringing you back. They brought him back, but they had to kick someone off. So Brendan Rice, Jerry Rice's son, see you later. Bottom of the totem pole, he's gone. Just like that, he's out of here. So that's all I got to say about that. I wish him best of luck. You never know. But again, it also shows at the wide receiver position. If you look, you have John Giles on the practice squad. Besides that, they are very confident in the wide receivers, which I like to hear. Like to hear, like to see. Like to hear and like to see. So would love to hear what you have to say on that as well. And then last but not least, because we got to talk about it. Your boy Drake Maye, on pace right now for just under 4,400 passing yards, 32 tutties, 9 interceptions, just under 72 completion percentage, and a passer rating of 113.9. The man is a absolute dog. A man amongst children. Actually, technically, he's the child because he's so young. But anyways, that doesn't matter. That does not matter. Drake Maye is on a generational run. In every episode, I just keep me accountable. I need to start hyping him up more and more every episode, even if it's just a little bit. But that being said, this week we are going to be jumping more into the Jets game. You guys should feel very, very, very good going into that game. And one other thing I'll concede about Thursdays. What's nice is going into the weekend, not having to stress about your team. So they get the win on Thursday. You're like, heck yeah, going into the weekend already with a W. I will admit that also feels good too. So then going into work Friday and you're like, yeah, we don't got to worry about Sunday because we already got the dub. No big deal. So what do you think? Comment below. A veteran, you want to say thanks. Running back situation, injury report. As I said, I think very optimistic seeing those guys on the field. Excited for that. What is your thoughts, Patriots fans? Comment below. Hit the sub button if you would. It'd mean a lot to me. Hit the like button. We'll talk later. Peace.